Hey Energy Tech, one last video tonight. One thing to keep in mind about the Common Core regions as opposed to other regions is it's likely to have a lot of trig on it. And so I figured this is a good opportunity to remind ourselves of our patented Pamela method of writing, that's not no, of writing SOHCAHTOA, right? Which is like this. SOHCAHTOA. And what this stands for, right, if you remember her trick, sine is opposite over hypotenuse, cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse, tangent is opposite over adjacent. Very cool way of writing it to help us remember. We're going to use that trick to help us solve this problem here. So, in triangle ABC, which I certainly want to draw, in a problem like this, I guess the question is just whether I can draw it. Alright, I'll give myself a fighting chance here with the straightener. Ooh, not bad, not bad. Alright, C is the right angle, okay? So C is the 90-degree angle. We're told that here. We don't have any information about A and B, so we can just write them wherever. It doesn't really matter. Okay, AB is 5. And by the way, that is going to be the hypotenuse always. The hypotenuse will not change, unlike the opposite and adjacent sides, which do change with the reference angle. We also know that AC is 4. Okay, which statement is not true? Well, before we go any further, one last thing we can do. Because this is a right triangle, we can actually figure out the unknown length CB using the Pythagorean theorem. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. 5 is the hypotenuse. So using kind of the shortened, kind of middle school version of the Pythagorean theorem, CB is going to equal the square root of 5 squared minus 4 squared. That's the square root of 25 minus 16. Okay, that's going to be the square root of 9, which is, of course, 3. So that Pythagorean triple there tells us that CB is going to be equal to 3. That's going to be useful to us as well as we look at these 4 choices to see which one is not true. Starting with number 1 and 2, okay, notice that number 1 and 2 have the same reference angle. They have A as the reference angle. So let's look at A. If A is the reference angle, then between 3 and 4, obviously 4 is going to be the adjacent side since it touches A, and 3 is going to be the opposite side. 5 is the hypotenuse, so we leave that out entirely. Now, cosine, okay, is adjacent over hypotenuse, C-A-H, adjacent over hypotenuse. So cosine of A is going to be 4 over 5. Yeah, that seems like that is correct. Tangent is opposite over adjacent. In this case, the opposite is 3 over 4. That also seems correct. So both number 1 and number 2 seem like they are correct statements. I'm just going to delete the stuff here. But I want to leave up here that we suspect number 1 and number 2 are both correct. And now let's take a look at B. Okay, so now we're changing our reference angle to B. And now 3 is going to be the adjacent side because it touches B, and 4 is going to be the opposite side. So if we look here, sine B equals 4 over 5. Is that true? Well, sine is opposite over hypotenuse. Opposite is 4. Hypotenuse is 5. So sine B is 4 over 5. Yeah, that seems true. So hopefully 4 is wrong, or we made a mistake somewhere. Tan B, okay, so tan is opposite over adjacent. Tan B is going to be 4 over 3, right? Opposite over adjacent. 4 over 3. 5 over 3. No. Yeah, there we go. That one's the wrong one, right? Tan B should really be 4 over 3 based on the work we've done here. So number 4 is not true, right? And that is our answer. All right, good work.